It'll never work, McGee.
What do you mean it'll never work? My gosh, Molly.
Let me get this straight again.
Huh?
You claim that you can fix this radio set so it'll tune in programs that were broadcast 20 years ago?
25 years ago, even. I'm rewiring it so I can tune it to different years instead of different stations, you see?
No, I don't.
Well, look, Tootsie, according to the McGee theory of radio Dianetics, which I'm the guy that thought it up, I claim that when you hear a broadcast once, that ain't necessarily the end of it, see? It don't just disappear. In other words, old radio programs never die.
I know one that dies every Tuesday night.
Well, that ain't what I mean. I mean, they're still out there, bouncing around in the air, waiting for somebody to tune them in again. And I'm the guy that can do it.
What's our congressman's phone number?
Why?
Well, if there isn't a law against that, I'll help him write one.
Oh, yeah. You change your mind when I get this baby working, Molly.
Peter Roberts and Walter Kernan with Monitor. Taking part in this hour's festivities are George Goebel, Fibber McGee and Molly, Miss Monitor, and Alex Dreyer.
And before we hear from Alex Dreyer, this little bit of information compiled by the British National Institute of Oceanography. The age of a whale may be determined by the number of his earplugs divided by 2.
Wow. If it's a female, I can save you the trouble. Go on the assumption that she's 21 plus.
Walter, where did you get so familiar with lady whales?
At a tea party at Sir Henry's. You see, it was raining and...
Now to Chicago and Alex Dreyer.
On the go, Alex Dreyer for United Insurance Company of America, one of the fastest growing companies of its kind. Security and dependability, this is the key. And the United Insurance Company of America can provide you with that key. Now, Alex Dreyer.
Anti-American demonstrations on 3 continents, and is this the wave of the future? And if so, what has caused it? What have we done to warrant this explosive presentation of hatred and ugliness against us? We who have done so much and given so much to and for the nations of the world, and in most instances, irrespective of their political ideologies or their economic systems. What have we done? Or is the question better phrased if we were to ask, have we done too much? Isn't it true that if you give candy to a child for 6 days a week at the appointed hour of 10 o'clock in the morning, and then on the 7th day do not provide the candy at the appointed hour, isn't it true that the baby will usually kick you in the shins for forgetting or refusing to provide the candy? And so our question, is this the case with respect to the countries south of the border, where they, in a recession like us, blame us in large measure for their economic troubles, because we have cut down on our imports from them, cut down on our economic aid? Have we been too self-seeking in our foreign aid? Have we been too pragmatic about it? Or is the trouble largely because of shrewd communist machinations, inciting the disgruntled, the radical students, and the ambitious leftist politicos? The president's brother, Milton Eisenhower, went on a fact-finding tour of South America 5 years ago and received an exceedingly warm welcome. But the Nixon tour ended with the vice president on the receiving end of spit and stones, and his wife's life endangered. And yet in Venezuela, we have invested $3 billion, the largest American investment in any country except Canada, providing jobs and security for thousands. And in the last 13 years, we have sent over $3 million in foreign aid. Has this meant so little? Does the answer lie in cutting them off at their economic knees, trade and aid-wise, or do we shake the big stick a la Teddy Roosevelt? And if we were to do these things, wouldn't the communists shout with glee? Would not the Kremlin manipulators say, this is going better than we had thought it would? Does the answer for the wave of anti-Americanism lie in something more than just communists and fanatics and ignorant people? Is it because, as Adlai Stevenson has suggested, that there is a lack of understanding of America and democracy, not a dislike for either, and that this has caused the wave of anti-Americanism among a people who don't know us really and don't know what democracy means or what the idea of freedom is? Well, the answer isn't completely there, because in Canada they know what democracy is and what freedom is, and yet, as I observed last week, there is a wave of anti-Americanism developing there in some parts of the country. And recently in Toronto, in a high school sophomore class, the subject for the students to talk upon was titled, What We Dislike Most About the United States and Americans. Are we all part of that raging humanity which seems all too often to be contributing so little to social progress? Must we be reminded that no man is an island, entire of itself, and before drawing conclusions, remember that an hysterical mob never stops to reason. And now, once again, for United Insurance Company of America, here is John Holtman.
The United Insurance Company of America has been for many years now the helping hand in time of need for millions of Americans. United's form of protection is designed to save you and your family from the agonizing pains of hardship and financial misery. Medical bills, as you undoubtedly know, can or could easily reduce you to a state of deep financial embarrassment, but not if you're a United Insurance Company of America policyholder. United's policy is immediate cash benefits, and each year, United Insurance Company of America pays millions of dollars to its policyholders to provide assistance in critical times of need. So be right, be smart, be protected the United way. And be sure to listen next Saturday when the United Insurance Company of America will again present Alex Dreyer.
10 minutes past the hour. Monitor presents... Your sterling silver spotlight on music with a sterling sound. Now here's a young lady who knows how to turn a song into something very special, something private between her and you. Miss Patti Page and these worldly wonders.
I've seen the Mona Lisa, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I've even sailed at night up on the Nile. I must confess I love these worldly wonders, but I'd rather see your smile. I've been to see the ballet and strolled along Pigalle. Oh, I've been thrilled by Paris and its charms. To tell the truth, I love these worldly wonders, but I'd rather be in your arms. Everywhere I go, people seem to know I'm not traveling for the sake of art. Just one look at me, and it's plain to see I'm trying to hide a broken heart. Broken heart. I've had my French and Latin, now I want Manhattan. I wanna kiss you on Fifth Avenue. The thrills I found in all these worldly wonders can't compare to the wonders of you. The wonders of you. I've had my French and Latin, and now I want Manhattan. I wanna kiss you on Fifth Avenue. The thrills I found in all these worldly wonders can't compare to the wonder of you.
That was Patti Page in These Worldly Wonders. And you know she's got the right idea. Love should be the most important thing in your life. Once love is there, everything else can be lovely.
Now that your heart's been set a-whirling, think of silver, think of sterling, add that sterling silver touch for the guy you love so much. Now is the time to start getting sterling silver piece by piece.
Dave, do you have the sterling out?
Yeah, I'm setting the table now.
Let me see.
You know, if my